Hey, and welcome back to How to Be Real, a place where we can be real in a world obsessed with fake. Okay, I'm Tasha B. I am an actor, a screenwriter, a creator, a substacker, all the things. And I don't know, I think things are starting to pick up for me, and I'm like enjoying the moments of slow and naps that I can while I can, because things are starting to get a little busy.
Hello, thank you. More, please. And I'm Tay. I'm a creative producer, a lover of all things wellness, and your favorite local yogi.
That part.
Okay?
And once we get that out the way, I say, how you doing, Tay?
Honestly, we made mocktails for our pregame. If you haven't watched our pregame yet, go ahead and do that.
It's really cute.
And the recipe we put together was so on the fly, but when I say it's just made me so happy.
I know,
in the last
definitely an upper.
minutes that we've been drinking it. I'm like, what can be wrong when Jah has blessed? You know?
That's tropical.
Feeling tropical.
Hibiscus. What do we got? Hibiscus, a little tart cherry.
Tart cherry.
Some mint, some honey.
Lemon. I never would have done some sparkling water, right?
Yes, sparkling water.
And I never would have done tart cherry if you hadn't shared that. And I'm like, that's going to be in the rotation now.
Yeah, it's a good mocktail juice.
Yes.
It's pricey, so you definitely feel like, okay, a little dash.
A little dash here and there.
What a shot of tart cherry.
But what about you, girl? How are you doing?
I'm doing cool. Things are starting to pick up, so that's always, all the feelings you feel of like, oh, dang, things were kind of slow for a while, and now it's starting to pick up, and you're like, oh, shoot.
Okay. Here we go.
But also, dang, when I'm asleep. But you sleep when you can. You know what you can do.
Exactly.
I'm just embracing the busyness. I'm also trying to keep up my walk. Like, I've been getting a lot of walks in, long walks, which is good for me, getting my steps in, and also really good for my dogs. So they really love it. They love it. We didn't go today, and they're
like,
a little upset.
I know, literally, like the last 2 days I haven't walked Fati because I keep like getting home late. Both Rod and I getting home around the same time. By 5:30, it's dark and hella cold and foggy.
I know.
And so she's been like asking to play for hella long. Like she's like, all right, y'all, I have all this energy.
Okay.
Like you just all of a sudden gonna not walk me for 2 days? What's wrong with you?
Where's my social life?
Where's my social life?
Like, I'm just in the house all day. I'm like, I got cabin fever. Y'all gotta let me out. So, yeah, I've been loving my walks and then just really crushing some fitness goals. And that's been really cool. Like, I wanted to deepen my squat. So I, like, took the weight all the way down. And just now I squat super duper deep. And it hasn't taken that long, but I'm, like, used to it now. I can go really, really low. And I put it to where, like, the little squat bars, the ones that would, like, catch it if you were to drop it, the longer ones that are lower. I like put those at a certain height and then I like squat down to that, set the bar on that and kind of rest in the low position and then shoot up from there.
Ooh.
And it's helped strengthen my like whatever like my really, really upper quads and my glutes to like strengthen them so I can get up from that position.
Oh, I heard that.
So yeah, just trying to
Congrats, girlie.
do what I can do. She's getting deeper with the squat.
Hey, squat deep. Build that booty, build that shelf.
Okay, build the shelf.
Build the strength too, though,
That part. So yeah, that and my walking and then just auditioning and gearing up to do stuff. So
I heard the hell out of that.
I'm really excited. Also, my next Substack will be my 25th.
Yo.
Consecutive. Like 25 essays for fun. Hell yeah.
I'll take that. Thank you.
Me over here writing essays for fun. But it is fun. It's nice. It's really nice to help to, sharpen and just get used to having a writing assignment every single week. It's really cool.
And really like sticking to it. It's like, it's so funny because back when, we were in probably 7th grade, that would have felt like, why are you making me write an essay a week?
Oh
That's torture. I can't stand having Mrs. Banks. No.
But it's helping. It really does.
But
sharpens your thing and your voice, your tone, all the things that you're just like, what is my tone? I don't know. But at least now I have, writing samples to send to apply for writing jobs and, just doing what I can to up that experience and hone my voice, all the things.
Yes. Girl, and I already know what I'm about to ask. I've asked it before. I'm going to ask again. When's part 3 dropping?
Oh, yeah. I think I think part 3 is out. It's part 4.
Oh, part
I
4.
haven't written yet.
Thank you. Yeah, what part
well,
4?
I haven't like outlined, but I don't know. I'm in this space where I'm like, I'm not forcing anything. So I'm like, okay.
I get that.
Every time I sit down to write that, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So then I just end up doing another idea that I have. So
I get
definitely soon, though. I don't know if I want it to be my 25th. I might.
Right. Well, you
Or
know,
it might be my 26th.
the girls are gonna eat up whatever you drop. Okay, as a fan myself, like, just give us something. Just give us something. Anything.
I got
We
you.
know it'll be great.
I got you.
Bless the girls.
I got you. Thank you for the shout out.
Yes.
So speaking of shout outs, we want to shout out Team Senegal for winning the AFCON soccer tournament. It was a dramatic game, but it was a well-earned victory. I don't know if you saw that penalty. Did you see the drama unfolding?
I didn't.
Oh my God.
It
was like drama. I guess Senegal scored a goal, but two of the players, the guy who headed the ball into the goal and whoever was defending him or guarding him or whatever, they got tangled up. And the guy on the Moroccan team, he fell, and they called it a penalty on the dude who scored the goal. So they said the goal didn't count. And Senegal was upset, honey. All the players walked off. The fans was like getting into it with the security. It was a whole thing. And then Senegal ended up coming back onto the field. Morocco kicked a penalty kick, missed it. And then Senegal, they went into like extra minutes. I don't know what it's called, extra time or whatever.
Yeah.
And 4 minutes in, Senegal scored another goal. And they ended up winning. So.
And that's karma for your ass.
That's like the soccer gods being like, yeah, they won. Come on.
Yo, people fighting in the stands, fighting security is crazy. People really do not play about their football.
They don't.
Like, okay?
They really don't. People don't care about sport or play about sports either. It's
That's
like,
true.
Oh my God. But yeah, that was drama. So shout out to Team Senegal.
Shout out.
Taking us to our 3 realists.
These
are 3 of our favorite ways to like self-indulge / self-soothe right now, because it's a lot of self-soothing going on.
Look, okay, as often as effing possible. Like,
I'm indulgent.
I have to.
We're here. We gotta enjoy it while we can.
Yeah. Okay.
While we're here.
While we can. The fuck. Well, my first one is I love a good, and you know this. A good mani-pedi. A good mani-pedi.
Walking
like,
out of there, yeah.
Ooh, whether it be at the salon or giving it to yourself, you know what I mean? I haven't given myself a mani-pedi in a while, but I think it was the beginning of last year that I started going back to the nail shop like consistently. But before that, I took probably like a year-long break from nail polish overall. Like, I wasn't doing polish or anything, and I was just trying to like, you know, get better at taking care of my hands, you know, and my feet too, you know, the girls, the girlies. But now, like, it's so nice. Such a way to indulge, you know?
Pamper yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, my next thing is, and I think this kind of goes hand in hand, but it's different. But basically an at-home spa day, like an everything day. Hair wash,
shaving when
mask,
it needs to be shaved. Mask.
You know, little, if you hair mask, maybe it's the hair mask day.
Or
walking
deep
around.
condition.
Yes, exactly. Walking around in the robe, maybe with some wine or maybe a mocktail like we got going today.
A little
some tea.
Girl dinner.
Yes, exactly. Like one of those where it's just like, all is right in the world because I'm like dousing myself in all the things. Like something about just getting that outside this that vessel. Yes. Getting that outside layer off of you for sure. But like also like just spending time with this one body that we have in that way, like being like, hey, let me make you just feel good on the outside.
Yeah,
let me make
take
you glisten.
care of you. Let me shave your legs.
Yeah.
And wash the sheets. So you can go lay down.
That is probably one of my faves. And then lastly, this is a little materialistic, but a mini shopping spree on my payday. Like, I only pay myself once a month, and when I do, I'm like, I deserve a treat.
Let me do a little something. It's been a while.
You know? And it could be like, you know, maybe it's a thing that I've just had been like seeing for a while. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to buy it now because I really am an impulsive shopper. I really am.
Like, with those targeted ads.
Oh my gosh, they really do. And I'm like, okay, if I see it 3 more times, then I'll get it. And they hear me, they're like, 10 more times. Like,
we're gonna show it to her every single time she scrolls.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's on your phone or on your computer, it's gonna pop up for you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, wait. So it'll be like a little something like that, or maybe a little fit, or maybe like it's something that, oh my gosh, I love a good consignment store. So maybe if I'm at the consignment store, I'm like, okay, you know where you're like, if it's here, the next time I come back,
then it's a sign.
then it's a sign. And so I use those days to be like, okay, you can go back, go see if it's there. If it's there, take it. If you're still thinking about it, take it. You know?
True, because sometimes you forget when you do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember.
It wasn't that deep. Yeah. But what are your 3 realist ways you indulge?
Right now, I will say chocolate. I am loving these little truffles from Trader Joe's. There's like, I think they just say like chocolate truffles or something really. Trader Joe's brand. But they're so good. They're so chocolatey and like rich. So you can just grab like 3 of them and just like, nice little dark chocolate before I go to bed. Or like devil's food cake. I've perfected my devil's food cake recipe and it is so good. So I'm like, yeah, having chocolate cake. I made it for my birthday. And so for a while it was just like a little, like, I would say like a fourth of it was left and it was just in the fridge. And so sometimes I would like before bed just grab a fork and just like take some
Yes, a little
and go home, go to bed. So it's just nice, like nice little way to like, oh girl, you deserve some chocolate. That was a tough day.
Yes, yes, it
I'm
was.
living up to the woman stereotype. I need some chocolate.
I need chocolate.
But if it's too much, oh my God. A glass of wine with some chocolate, red wine and chocolate.
Yo, chocolate has always been like, even when I was a little kid, it was like, I don't want candy, I want chocolate.
See, and I like candy, not so much chocolate. But now I'm older, now I'm like, I want chocolate. The darker, the better.
She's in her chocolate area,
y'all. Loving the chocolate, okay. The next one I will say is hitting my little bong or like taking an edible. When things just get too heavy. A glass of wine will do too if I'm just not really trying to get into all that. But yeah, a little smoke.
Ain't nothing like a little smoke.
A little well-timed edible. Because, if it's too close to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Now I can't sleep. Now I'm up thinking about everything. I don't like that.
Yep.
My body doesn't like to go to sleep too like high, too lit.
Freshly high.
It's just like, my mind is like, no, because what if we don't wake up?
You're like, okay, wait, let me sit up.
I gotta sit up. Now I gotta go sit on the couch until I fall asleep on the couch. I'm like, okay, let me go to
bed.
So anyway, but yes, when stuff starts to feel like, it's just like, you know what, let me just ground myself in the present.
Yes.
So I like that.
Oh, a little THC.
And then, I have, for some reason I have 4 of them. So now let me see, which one do I want to do? Okay. Making myself whatever like food I'm craving for dinner or getting it, whatever it is. Like if it's, the last few times it was like nachos. I was really, really want some nachos. And Dale was like, oh, I'm grabbing this stuff for nachos. Because, you just feel like nachos sound hecka good.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm grabbing nachos on the way home. Like,
perfect.
Now I'm having nachos. Just indulging those little things. You get the taste, you get the hankering for something. Yeah. I'm going to make it. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go buy the stuff. And we're going to have clam chowder. Just because I got the hankering for it.
I'm an adult. This is my life.
I made a meatloaf. I was just like random craving for meatloaf. I should make a meatloaf.
Yo, when I say last night when we were talking and you said meatloaf, I was like, Tasha is my influencer. Like, I was like, literally. And when I like finished what I was doing, it was like 7:30, and I was like, is it too late? And I was like, you know what? Bumps it. I'm making a meatloaf. Let's go. And it came out so delicious. Like,
meatloaf sounds like it shouldn't taste good, but it really is. It's nostalgic and it's meatloaf.
Yes, with the mashed potato. I did the mashed potatoes too, girl. Oh my goodness. I couldn't have too much because it was kind of late by the time everything was done, but I had some today for lunch. Or like, I really had it for breakfast. I'm like, I think it was like 9.
Meatloaf breakfast. But you know what? You want. Okay? At any time you want.
I had it for breakfast. I was like, you know what? I didn't really get to indulge last night. So I'm having meatloaf for breakfast with a little dollop of mashed potato on the side. It was fire as fuck.
I bet. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes. It's the only way to do it. It's the only way to do it.
That's a good way, girl. I like that.
Getting into the weekly reel. Oh my goodness. So we are talking about anger, but specifically righteous anger. And so we have it, the definition of righteous anger is a morally justifiable anger, often seen in religious texts or religious contexts, usually directed at injustice, sin, or evil, driven by love and a desire for what is right. So I kind of want to get into like our personal examples of like what you experience as righteous anger. I know for me, a early one was, and I didn't realize it was a righteous anger, right? Like coming up, I don't think you're allowed to be righteously angry. I think all anger is just, girl, you got an attitude and you need to go sit down. But for me, I would just get so angry being told like that others knew me better than I knew myself, that like I was lying when I was telling the truth, or what I'm saying I'm feeling isn't really what I'm feeling, or what I think really isn't what I think. And, you know, just kind of anything that was like, this person outside of me knows me better than I know me. And I have to like prove that I know me. That like has always made me so mad. Like, what are you, like how are you going to tell me what I think or how I feel? Or that I'm lying. What the heck? Why you get to tell me I'm lying when I'm not?
Like, who is you?
Who are you? What is going on? So anyway, that was, and it took therapy to realize like, no, there's information there. But yeah, just like that, and people who are purposefully malicious. What do they call it? Like throwing rocks and hiding your hand type people. Where it's just like you poked and hey, and now all of a sudden, what?
Whoa.
You?
It's like you totally did. And now
now I'm angry.
Now I'm fucking angry.
Now I'm angry, and there's a reason why.
Just because
there's
you didn't.
An injustice here.
Exactly.
You're lying.
And I can't stand it when it's like, just because you didn't yell or just because you didn't do something that was like, you did your dirt all,
it was
kind of
secret,
silent.
People turned around, you know what I mean? You're not loud with it. Because I definitely always been a little bit on the loud side. So I would be like, hey, get off me. And it's like, y'all didn't see what happened or hear what happened. You just hear me. And now I look crazy.
And now I'm the bad guy.
Now I'm the angry person. But you didn't know. It's a reason for this anger, baby.
Hello?
I'm righteously angry.
I'm righteously angry. I feel like for me also, like a early part or early example is like when I would get like voluntold to do things, like, you know, having my time stripped away.
Just like automatically just being like, she'll do it for you.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, we'll clean your kitchen. Like, wait, what?
And more often, like the most times it happened like that was to like babysit, you know? And it was like, now don't get me wrong, like I think it definitely allowed me to have like a close bond with some of the little cousins that I babysat and all the things. But as I got older, it got harder. Like it really started to make me angry. Like, bro, I love y'all and I want to spend time, but I have plans, and now why are you mad at me? Why am I in trouble if I don't want to do that? Like, even though you already told them that I would, you know, like that just would irritate me so bad and be like, but I have no room to be angry. If I'm upset about it, or if I'm like, you know, anti, then I'm not team, you know, then I'm on quote on the opposite side of you.
Right.
And it's like, damn, okay, so I have no autonomy over my life.
My time.
Like, that sucks. And I mean, I get it. When you're a kid, it's like, you and I were having this conversation where we know kids are like the most oppressed people, you know, like not only if you're a little black girl, you're a girl, you're black, and you're a child. Like, you have zero voice.
Triple whammy.
And so it's like, you understand that being a child, you have these certain things people are going to tell you what to do all the time. But as you start to grow up, you look back on that and you're like, well, I did deserve to be angry though. Y'all kind of made it seem like I wasn't allowed.
Exactly. And that's like where I want to kind of pick up about because we both were talking about just things as children. And it really took going to therapy to realize what you just said. Like, actually, I had a right to be angry. And actually, that anger I felt, just like the definition said, like I was feeling like there was an injustice here. And that's why I was angry. And that's what the anger was saying. You know, that anger, that righteous anger tells you like, hey, wait, something ain't right here. Like your time's being volunteered. You shouldn't have to do this just because they told you to, you know? And again, as a kid, that is just an attitude problem. That's how people see you as a kid. Just like, really, you got an attitude? Go to your auntie's house and watch your cousins. They're going to get pizza. Why is it a problem?
It's like,
you always do this. And it's like, you do, like, to the environment, you do look like you have attitude.
You have an attitude. Like, you don't want to just da-da-da-da, woo-woo. You're gonna do this.
Okay,
because
you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, what? They got Redbox movies and everything.
Literally. Like, no, for Redbox movies. And the cool part is, like, even if I just wanted to, like, you're a kid, so there's not, like, a lot of different things that you necessarily can be doing. But it's like, what if I wanted to, like, I loved reading a lot. So what if I was trying to finish this book?
Right.
What if I wanted to practice my cursive?
What if I wanted to sleep? What if I just wanted to be alone?
Thank you.
What about that?
What about that?
Talk to my friends on the phone and not have to watch kids.
99% of the time, I'm going to say yes anyways. So it's like, could you at least ask? Like, could you at least ask? Like, hey, how do you feel about babysitting? You know?
Respect that I own my time so that you actually need to see, let me see how she's feeling.
Even if it's just an illusion of time.
Right.
An illusion of autonomy.
Even if it is, I'm expected to say yes. At least make it seem like you care.
Yeah.
About what I want.
Exactly. I know.
Girl.
They be having us kids. Fuck that.
They do. But I think, okay, so me, with righteous anger, I talked about, like, in therapy, having the conversations of, I don't know about you, but I definitely, my journey with just anger, period, was like I either choke it all down or really until choke it all down until I can't anymore. And it's just like now it's all coming out and it's too much. And for me, the journey with my anger was finding a way to balance both of like, okay, when do I want to say something and when don't I want to say something? Because sometimes something makes you mad and it really ain't anything that you need to kind of, I don't know, like you don't need to hold it. You don't need to express it. It doesn't need to go any further than, that just made me mad. Like someone cutting you off on the freeway. It's like, okay, you're on your way somewhere. This person cut you off. It happened like this. And sometimes that can, road rage is a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
And I feel like I used to let that linger longer than I do now. Now it's like someone cuts me off, or really the last few years, someone cuts me off. It's like, really?
And it just ends right there.
And then I'm like, whatever. Well, let me change the song. Let me, get away from you. Whatever it is. But like, I'm not going to let you ruin my day. Like, I'm not going to let this tag along with me to where I'm going. Forget it. So I just mean like that, like finding those times of like, yeah, actually let it go. If you need to do something, you're in your car, you could just be like, man, I hate people. Anyway, back to this, album I'm listening to or whatever.
Yes.
Or this podcast. Let me go back. What did they say while I was ranting? But not letting it be something, I guess for me, it would be like stuff like that would stack. Like, okay, someone cut me off. Then I missed my exit. Then the GPS started tripping. Then I couldn't find a parking spot. Now it's like, I'm holding it all and it's stacking. Instead of it just being like, whatever. Now start counting good things.
Yep.
Instead of bad things.
And it's cool because like sometimes when that stacking happens, somebody can get the wrong, like can get the other end, like wrong received, you know?
Right.
Like
the stack falls and someone who just got there is standing there. You're just like, oh, they didn't even do anything. All they did was be like, oh, sorry, we're out of salmon. And you're like, really? I'm just like, it's not that serious. The salmon is not that easy.
Yes.
It was the way here, the whole way here.
It just kept
set me up.
No, that is so real. Like I feel like something that really set with me, and I think which is why it's such a good opportunity for us to talk about this now, in adulthood was like, we've been talking a lot about like 2016, like the internet has been talking a lot about 2016. And so it had me thinking about that, like, and I feel like 2014, 15, 16 were big protest years. Like, like Tamir Rice and Sandra Bland and, Philando Castile all were being murdered by the police.
I think too.
Michael Brown, And it's like, I remember feeling that anger, that visceral, righteous anger, being like, we gotta take to the streets. Yes. We gotta I need my feet to the streets. And it was like one point we were at this protest at the Doko arena, and the protesters got inside, pushed inside. I was at the back, but I was like, oh, what's happening? Because it started moving all fast. I was like, I want to go in there.
Okay, we in there then.
Yeah, we in there then. By the time I got to the front, they was already like, all right.
Calm down. Y'all doing too much. Yes. What you even gonna do in here?
But it honestly felt so good to be around a big group of people who felt that anger too, and letting it out, and in all these different ways. It was like, wow, I think that this is how it's supposed to feel.
Yeah,
connected.
Really, we're all here, in support of each other. And just on the same page. We're all in the same frequency of hell to the no.
Yes. And
y'all gonna feel this.
Yes.
You're gonna feel it.
To be seen in that moment, in those moments of righteous anger, for me, really helped me to for it to feel more balanced. Mm-hmm. When in those moments of childhood where it's I have this righteous anger, but nobody gives a shit.
Or they literally will whoop me if I do too much.
Yes.
I will be in trouble.
Literally.
I'll make it worse for myself. So I really have to just internally scream, write this down.
Yes, but when you're in an appropriate area around other people who also feel that same sense of anger as you, and who's also facing against the same stakes as you of whatever consequences on the other end of how you're expressing your righteous anger, it feels good to be in it instead of oppressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or depressive.
Yes.
Where sometimes anger could just feel okay, what are we even doing? Mm-hmm. And honestly, the breaking into Doko, that's kind of a little example, or a bigger example of that, where it's you have this anger, this energy, and nowhere to really put it.
Yeah.
And that is tough. And I think that is something that protests serve. A lot of people, it's oh, it's not doing anything, but it is.
Yeah.
It's doing something for us. F them. They've already proven they don't want to stop what they're doing. Of course, I don't think they know what they're doing. Yeah. I don't think they need to be told what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. We need to all get together and say, hey, we don't like this. And like you said, standing in those numbers, it makes you feel like you're not alone. You're not the only person that feels this. Yep. And you do feel safer in those numbers. You feel safer amongst your people that are feeling what you're feeling. And I think that is exactly where we need to be right now, looking to get close with each other. But, I feel like for me, finding the balance just in my personal life with, my anger, and not just either not choking it down too much, not just outwardly expressing it too much, or not holding on to things that make me angry. Or I think it wasn't so much that I was holding on to the anger. I think it was something to where it was, a feeling that's uncomfortable, or a feeling that you think is ugly or bad, a bad feeling that you shouldn't feel. You kind of don't really sit with it. You don't really look at it. You don't really listen to what's going on with it. You kind of just put it in the undesirables corner, and then just kind of try to ignore it. And that doesn't work because it doesn't go away. And so I think that's really what it was, because now with my anger, I think I did a lot of work in therapy on kind of changing my relationship with it to where it wasn't something that I saw as oh, here are my emotions, and then there's anger over there, because anger is just out of control and
she's
not
bad.
Good. She's a really bad emotion.
Yeah.
So she's over there. And, therapy kind of helped me put anger just with all the other, just a feeling, or you just feeling a little mad right now.
Yeah.
Let's see why. Why are you mad? What's going on?
You're not a bad person.
Right.
You don't deserve
anger.
less because you're angry.
Yeah, anger. You're doing a lot right now. Why don't you let's sit down. Tell me what's going on. Let me pour you a tea. And then, then from there you can kind of be okay, why? Don't just be I'm mad. Ignore it. Just be okay, why? Why are we mad? And then you can get that information, and a lot of the times it's that hurt my feelings.
Yeah. At the end of the day, half the time, maybe even more than half, that it really is the thing.
I feel unsafe.
Yeah. I feel hurt. I feel not safe.
I'm
I need
scared.
protection. Yes, I'm scared. I have fear.
And it's like, there's all those things. And then you're just like, okay, that's why you got mad. And then from there, you can kind of decide, okay, now that I have that, anger doesn't feel as hot because we sat there, we calmed it down. I heard you. I got it. Valid.
Yes.
Because sometimes for me, when I feel it, saying that to myself, valid. That makes so much sense. Of course, you're mad about that. That's crazy.
Anybody should be mad about
That's crazy.
that.
Anybody would be mad about that.
Like, what?
I get it. But then just giving myself that space inside to be like, all right, here's the feeling. Let it take its space for a second. And then we have that information. And then from there, we can decide, okay, what is it that we do want to do with this? Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes that feeling just needs to be felt and validated internally, and then just be like, okay, yeah, cool, we can move on. Or maybe I'll never see that person again, or maybe I'll bring it up next time we talk, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
I'll see how I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always nice to sit with it and just kind of see what information is there.
Truly. I think that, like, especially as women, we get told so much to be peaceful and palatable, and, you know, like, girls or women, a good woman doesn't lose her temper. A good woman doesn't, you know, speak out of turn. A good woman, like all these things that a quote good woman, good wife, good sister, good daughter does and should not do. Most of the time, you're not going to hear that a good woman should be angry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Angry black woman, girl.
No, that's right. It's
difficult woman.
It is a trope.
She's
difficult. For black women.
She's angry.
And it's like, no, I'm righteous. How about that? Like, can I be righteous? Or can I have feelings? Can I have emotions? Like,
or like, can you own what you just did? Because I've been called angry when somebody said a racist thing to me.
Right. So if I can't get angry, then
you're
then
angry,
what?
And it's just like, of course I'm angry. Of course, if I said something racially charged or just completely negative like that to you, you would be upset.
Yep.
Again, that throwing a rock, hiding. I hate when people do that. I hate it so much, and it's done to women, especially black women, in like professional settings. Somebody can really come at you
with a smile
at work,
calmly,
come at you in front of everybody, and if you say anything, you're the one that's angry. You're the one that's difficult. You're the problem. Mm-hmm. Girl, I can't tell you how many times.
Now it's time to talk to HR. And
now
all that other shit.
The HR's getting CC'd in the emails, and it's like, okay, what in the world?
Like, oh, you made some so-and-so feel unsafe because I stood up for myself?
Because you said that messed up thing you said to me, and I said, hey, that's inappropriate, and now you're crying?
Yeah, absolutely
not.
Absolutely not. Like, the professional space is definitely scared of a powerful, confident black woman who is righteous in her anger and who knows how to navigate and is savvy in, like, how she presents. Like, it's hard for them to handle. And so I definitely feel like, you know, having that element of the needing to be palatable and always understanding and things, that doesn't make it easy for us as we're growing up as women in this world to, you know, deal with that relationship with anger. Like, thank goodness, you know, we have the resources of therapy. Like, thank goodness we have it was financially accessible for us to have therapy in these moments. But it really, like, sometimes watching what happens out in the world to different black women, to different women, to, like, period, to young kids, and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish that because sometimes, I think we can agree, sometimes that righteous anger does come out in a way that is inappropriate.
Yeah,
you know, like,
it does. Sometimes it's like
it makes sense, but that was not the way to go about it.
Especially when it's something that's compounded. You know what I mean? Or you're put on the spot and you don't really know what to do. Some people, you know, their first instinct isn't to just, you know, choke it down. Some people's first instinct is a little bit of a reaction.
Yes.
And it's more so like, you know what? I quit. Flip the table. Yeah. And it's like, okay, should you have been angry? Absolutely.
Sure.
Should you have flip the table and quit your job?
Maybe
girl, probably not. And if you were to sit and think, maybe you wouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Maybe you would have gone to HR and done some other things before that. That was rash.
Exactly.
So I hear what you're saying to where it's like sometimes it's not appropriate.
It's not. And it saddens me when I see or hear about things like that happening because you're like, yo, she that shit should not have happened to her, but unfortunately it did, and it caused her to react in the way that she knew how. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's not, again, appropriate or the best way to do it.
Okay.
But it's like, and it just pisses me off because I'm like, if this person would have had access to, you know, therapy or didn't even have to fucking do that, if it was just a regular, like, societal standard that it's okay for men and women to have some kind of anger at any age.
Or at the very least, it's a situation where if somebody says something to someone and someone reacts, we're going to look at the entire situation at least. Because we can definitely say,
at the very least,
you're getting written up for your reaction, but you're also getting written up for initiating this whole thing. Like, exactly. What you said was also not right.
Yes.
And there's like equal, but a lot of times that's not the case. You know, it'll be like, oh, the person who reacted is getting written up or fired or whatever the case, and this person is kind of unscathed because they didn't. It wasn't all that, and it's like, it doesn't matter if it's all that.
Like,
sometimes it's that serious. Sometimes it is.
I have a question for you.
What?
Has there ever been a time where your righteous anger was like allowed for a situation to be solved and you were able to like things were smooth after?
Yes, and it happened more so once because like in professional settings, I would just go on the side of like, let me just not say anything because I don't want to be difficult. I don't want to, you know, I take pride in my reputation when it comes to work, like a lot of us do, and I don't want to be seen as the angry lady causing issues on set. Like, I want to just be, you know, the professional. You know, that was always my thing, kind of what you said, where it's like the societal norm is be professional, and be professional as someone who looks like me means you're causing zero problems, and you're just going there, you do your job, and you go home, and smile and wave in between. But once I started, and I remember working with a therapist because I would come to therapy with the things like, oh my gosh, this, you know, so-and-so said this on this set and so-and-so said that. And I'm just like, you know, laying it out in that safe space and then just being like, okay, so, you know, it sounds like you kind of feel guilt and shame about like not addressing these things and not standing up for yourself. And that's why it seems like that's why I'm holding on to them, because those are not just moments where somebody was disrespectful or racist or sexist or whatever the case, but I also said nothing to defend myself. And so that's almost like worse. You know what I mean? Because like I just took it. And now there's a situation or this like message in my head to where like, oh, if someone says something like this, we don't do anything. And it's like a pattern. And then, you know, it took some time, but I did figure out like, okay, I do need to start speaking up for myself. And maybe it's not to that direct person. Maybe I do go and be that snitch and be like, hey, I'm really uncomfortable working with this particular individual. Yep. Is there someone else I can work with because they said something very inappropriate to me?
Like, let's play the game then.
Let's play the game. And you'll hear it, like a lot of videos of black women be like, I started crying.
Yep.
I said I was uncomfortable.
Yes.
I didn't feel safe. Because how can you? Someone says something racist to you. Someone is being rude and aggressive to you. And only you. Of course I'm not safe.
You just unlocked something.
What?
You just unlocked something for me. Does that mean, ooh, when you said I started crying, I felt unsafe. I was like, fuck. Does that mean that like, that we have to start practicing more vulnerability in those spaces?
Girl, get beneath the anger.
Because that's like, ooh.
Because it's like the anger is there. And I feel like the anger is like, whoa. For me, anger being my first thing was like, that's like the shield. You know what I mean? That's putting up the shield. Like, oh no, you're not going to see me.
Protect.
You're not going to see me sweat. You're not going to see me cry. Because I am, like, I would never cry in a professional setting. I have not. But I have been like, I don't really want to, I don't know, she seems a little bit uneasy with me. Like, she's been being kind of rude. And so I don't know if there's an issue. I don't know what I did, but I'd rather work with someone else. And then it do get resolved.
Okay.
And in a better way too. Anyway, but all that is like having that better relationship with the anger to where you're not just like, oh, it's anger. Different protocol from any other. It's like, no, I'm angry. Why am I angry? I could sit with this for a second. I can go to the bathroom and breathe and look in the mirror and be like, girl, dang, what should we do? Okay, yeah, she was out of pocket for that. No, she was.
She was.
I'm not tripping. She was. Yeah. Or even call somebody. Because I've called you from sets before. And just like, this person, da-da-da-da. Like, I don't know. Am I tripping? And you're like, no, you're not tripping. It's like, all right, cool. Now that I know I'm not tripping, I'm going to go grab me a bottle of water, take a few sips, and then I'm going to figure out my next steps because I'm not tripping. This person was being weird. Let me make it known. So, you know, all of that to say, like, it is something to where you are tapping into that vulnerability and you're getting underneath the anger, because it's never just anger.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's always some other things
Something
down there.
Attached.
And it is vulnerable to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, no, this was really hurtful. Yeah. This person said this to me and that really hurt my feelings. I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel safe.
Yo, even the reaction, that made me think even a reaction, because, you know, we've all experienced, well, let me not say, I'll speak for you and I. We have both experienced like microaggressions or just straight up aggression.
Okay.
And I think in my experience, when that has happened, I haven't reacted like in a kind of manner. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's more of a take it on the chin and like shield up and that kind of vibe. And it's like, wow, well, maybe if I had reacted in a like kind of vibe.
God, what do you mean?
Yes, then it would have been a lot more like, oh, everyone else now is seeing it as an issue without me even having to say anything, just by how I reacted, you know, and not in the overly heightened reaction or the lack of a reaction altogether, but the genuine feeling that I feel on the inside, which is a clutch the pearls, like, what?
Whoa, OMG.
That was hurtful.
That was really harsh. I don't know what I did to you to deserve that, but I'm going to go ahead and step away. You know, even just that.
Just even that.
Oh.
Is going to have everyone like, instantly.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yes, perception is everything.
What's going on with her? That was, oh my God, that was really harsh. I don't know.
Yep. Your body language speaks. Like, that's why it's a language. Okay?
I'm not okay with that.
Ooh, that. Girl,
I'm telling you, girl.
You unlock that.
I'm telling you.
Ooh.
But
everything always points back to vulnerability.
It does. It really does. I'm just like, no, just be yourself. Just be authentic. That overused word. But yeah, I like that righteous anger lets us know like when our boundaries have been crossed or like where our boundaries should be. Ooh. Because I know there's been times, kind of like, I'll give an example of what you did earlier, of like your time being volunteered.
Yeah.
You didn't know at the time that was a boundary that you needed to have, but that anger let you know. Like, I don't like this. Put a boundary right there. Because we don't like that. Don't ever do that again. As soon as you turn 18, and no more of that. And check with me before, because you might get embarrassed. You might be like, Taylor's gonna come and da-da-da-da. She's actually not.
She's not. She's out of town.
Tell them to text me and ask me. Because I'm probably not going to be available.
No, like pretty much, yeah.
And it also lets us know when we've like abandoned or neglected ourselves. Kind of like what we were talking about just now, about just, you know, having these things happen to us and just not saying anything. For me, those were times I abandoned myself or neglected myself, to where it's like, you know, it's like abandon, then neglect. It's like throw it down and then leave it and there. Leave. And pick it up on your way out when you leave. And then you're in the car crying on the way home. Like, oh, so much. Yes. Because I keyed and smiled and did my job like a good old girl. And then like girl, now I feel crazy. Now I feel like an abandoned toddler. I'm crying. I want my mama.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I need my safety blankie.
Call my mom. I'm going to cry to my mom on the way home. Like,
oh my gosh.
And so yeah, that righteous anger can let you know that. Just like, I was so mad. And I'm still mad because of my actions. Like, I'm mad because of them, but then I'm mad because of me too. Because why did I do that?
Yeah.
So that's the information that righteous anger has. Just some of it. Because I know a big one for me is knowing that it's like something, or even ourselves have gone against our moral code.
Oh yeah, we broke our own code.
Like, I have my own morals and my own ethics of how I do me, and I went against that.
Yeah, how dare I?
I abandoned myself.
Yeah,
I went against me, or they went against me. Or like I said, both. They went against me, then I went against me. And it's just like, okay, my morals, what's going on? This is an injustice, going back to that injustice. It's just like whether it's the government, society, a random person that you encounter in the wild, or a relationship, because that gets there too. Like, I don't know. It's like, especially in therapy, bro, like you could be in therapy talking about a random conversation between you and like a family member, and you'll just be like, yeah, and then they said da 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 da, and then I was like, whatever, and then your therapist will be like, wait a minute, they said what?
Run that back.
They said what? That's abusive, and you're like, whoa. Is it?
I didn't know I was experiencing abuse.
It's abusive. I didn't really like that they said it, but it was like, no. That's totally not okay. You leave your therapist you're like gagged. She's I can't believe they said that.
See, the reaction. Right. The reaction, you're like, oh, wait. Was I supposed to be offended like that?
Oh my God.
No, that's
real.
I have
clutch my pearls?
And that's, oh my gosh. See, that's a perfect thing. That's how the anger, the righteous anger that you feel, that is just the beginning. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much, just as we've been talking about this whole time, there's so much underneath that. There's so much below it. And you're like, yo, now that I saw somebody else who's my therapist who reacted in that way, now I'm walking through my days thinking about this until my next session, and I'm like, I either am going to disagree and be like, it really, really wasn't that big of a deal, or I'm going to be like, wow, there's so much more to that, and now I do know where my boundary is because my anger is there, and I didn't know why my anger was there, but now I understand that it's because I lightweight did feel like that was abusive. I lightweight did feel that way.
And this is also a pattern, and I also don't like it.
That'd
be another thing. Yikes, you always say this to me. And I never liked it, and I still don't. Oh my God. I think the first time you said it, I did clutch my pearls, but then you kept saying it, and so I just stopped clutching my pearls. You normalized me. You broke me down.
You broke
abuse.
Me
and
down.
Now I need to let you know. This is no more. I don't care if you always say it. I don't care if it's the nickname you always called me. I don't like it. Stop calling me that.
Exactly. I don't care if it's been 31 years since you've been doing it. This 32nd year, it stops.
It's over today.
It's over today. Honestly, that is so real because that's like something that my family always did was like just talk so much shit about each other, and like I didn't understand why that. I don't know, but it's like they would be so and until it happened to me, I didn't really like it was entertaining.
Right. You're like, she do be doing that. She be tripping.
But when it happened to me, I was like, oh yeah, no, now I understand why I always, even though it was funny, I always had a funny little butterfly feeling in my stomach, kind of. You know what I mean? Like.
Or there's like, for me, it would be a part of me that was like, whoa.
Yeah. Ooh. Yes. Sheesh. Like, I'm sure they would
not. You see that person and you're like, oh, hey.
Yo, my cousin told this crazy secret that I told her that was a lie, by the way. And I just wanted to be cool. I wanted to seem cool in front of her. And I told her that I did something that I did not do. And she told all the cousins, and it got back to my mom.
Oh, no. So she told everybody. Once your mom knows, everybody knows.
And then I had to tell, I was like, Mom, it was a lie. Like, I lied to her. And my mom kind of believed me, but she kind of also didn't.
Of course not.
And it was just like, the next time I saw that cousin who did that, I didn't say anything to her. Like, I was pissed. So she was older than me. Like full grown adult, and I'm still in high school. And so like, it was just one of those things where you feel like I didn't know how to approach that conversation with her.
That's a little tricky.
Even though it was like it was a whole thing. It was like knowing everybody's talking about you and you see every single person and you're just not talking about the elephant in the room. Like I saw the elephant. They was acting all normal to me. But I'm like, y'all really messed up my summer. Like, y'all got me in quite the pickle.
Okay. Now I'm under the magnifying glass.
Yes. I'm pissed at myself for lying to you and even saying anything, feeling like I had to fit in. But I'm even more angry, righteously so, that you shared that deep secret.
That I told you in confidence.
That you basically try to like pull out of me. Like, I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but you could tell me, come on, go, we're girls, da da da.
Clearly, we're not girls.
Clearly, we're not. Clearly, we're effing not.
Rude.
So, anyway, sometimes that anger just is like like we were talking about, tip of the iceberg. So much more under there.
Iceberg, girl. Let's dissect this. And then yes, let's stand up for ourselves. We gotta. There is a way that you can stand up for yourself and not be explosive or reactive. Even if it is like you're there at work that day and this stuff happens and you gotta go home and sleep on it. And then later on, you know what I mean? Be like, okay, here's what I want to do about this. It's okay. Like, it doesn't need to happen immediately. It could just be something where you sit with your anger a little bit. It's okay. And honestly, now I'm like, my relationship with anger went from being like, yikes, avoid you, to being like, okay, I guess you're cool, to now being like one of my favorite homegirls. Because I'm like, you're going to let me know. You're going to perk your ears if somebody is saying something and I'm not liking it.
You're like my
I need you.
Truth pointer.
Like, yeah, like I do need you here. I need to let you bend my ear when you need to bend my ear. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Me and Anger about to go.
We need chit chat.
We're going to go on a walk real quick.
Sidebar.
We'll be right back. And I think this topic was felt especially like timely, just because of, we really are on the midst of like a revolution in our country. Like, we're in it. We're in it. Yeah. We're in it. It's not the beginning. We're fully in that gear of like, yeah, it's time to like really come together and really fight for our rights. Fight for each other. You know what I mean? Fight for like the country that we all know and love and have always looked forward to. Because that would be my thing, to where it's like we all talk about this like American dream, and I do feel like America is an ideal. Like, just like a lot of any country, right? Any country where it's a group of people that get together, there's this idea of how we all want it to be. And one thing that we can agree on is, though, we don't want people enslaved or imprisoned or encamped. Okay, we don't want people dragged out of their home. We don't want children separated from their families. We don't want people trafficked. Okay, we don't want people's skin color to, have a special slave catcher / paper checker / fucking, ICE, immigration, whatever the fuck all that. Yeah. No body should be able to come to our home, come to our job, come to our school, come to us while we're getting out the car going to the grocery store and drag us away from our life. That's not okay. No. That is not in our Constitution. That's not how this is working. No. Nobody should have to deal with that in this country, period, point blank. And at the base level, I know there are so many other things that are wrong with this country right now, but at the moment, we've got to get together and like fight for the humanity of this country. That's where we're at. I don't know if there ever was in the government humanity, but the humans here, we've had humanity. And that's a history of this country. It's a short history of 250 years, but that's the history of this country. People fighting for what's right. Yep. Bunch of movements. And then there's also been some people fighting for what's not right. What's wrong? We just got to keep organizing as far as being on the side of the people. The people. Yep. We the people, that's who needs to keep organizing. Keep tapping into this righteous anger and not let it make us frantic or, reactive or just completely stressed out, but let it mobilize us. You know what I mean? Mobilize us. And even if that mobility is just, hey, I'm going to go hang out with my friend, or hey, I'm going to go see my family members. Whatever that case is, do that. Yeah. Show up in the community in a loving, positive, uplifting way. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Dance. Give someone a call and tell them you love them. Send somebody a text and tell them you love them. Get involved. Donate if you have it. Volunteer if you can. Show up to marches if you can. And I feel like the best thing you could do is just show up in the best way that you can for yourself first, and then for your community. Absolutely. I agree. I feel like it reminds me of like looking back. I know we started this conversation talking about
how our young selves experienced it and how we're currently dealing with it now and showing up for ourselves. And I feel like it's a similar example for the country. Like, do it for the young you that couldn't, do it for the young you that felt like you had no voice and were oppressed at that time, and show up as fully and with the knowledge that you currently have now, as best you can.
As best we can.
Yeah.
And when you wake up tomorrow, just do the same thing as best as you can. Because one thing I will also say is this administration, they're sowing chaos and negativity.
Yeah.
They want us in that feeling chaotic and helpless and scared. They need that from us. So let's not give it to them. You know what I mean? Let's regulate ourselves. Let's unplug when we need to. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Let's tap inward. Right now, I don't think we need to, I don't know. They say the revolution won't be televised. And I think, I don't think it's going to be on a Meta platform either. I just don't. I really just don't. Definitely not TikTok now that it's, Israeli owned.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Don't let that be the only place that you're looking for humanity, baby. Tap inward, go outside.
And don't let them lie to you and tell you that your righteous anger is dangerous.
Or divisive or too woke or whatever they're trying to say.
That anger is pointing you to the truth. The anger is pointing you to what's honest.
That anger is pointing out injustice. And that is what we are in the thick of in this damn country. Too much injustice. It's ridiculous.
Always been this thick.
Okay. It's like, that's funny, but it's also, it really has always been this thick. America always been thick in the injustice department.
Look, shout out to Tokyo Tony.
She crazy as hell.
She is.
But yeah, that's what I would say. Use that righteous anger, baby. Scream if you need to. Shake that ass if you need to. You know what I'm saying? Run, right, walk. Pet your dog. Slap somebody. No, don't slap nobody. But you know what I mean.
No, for real. We're not responsible for what happens out there.
But also remember, you not alone, bro.
Yeah.
We right here with you. It's cray.
Period.
It's cray. You not cray. It's cray. So that'll take us to our third segment, which is, okay, I do like that. And then we have I don't like that, but something we have been throwing into the fold, trying to be positive.
A little something.
Is I do like that. And I want to start us off.
Yes.
So first, I do like that both Jill Scott and Ari Lennox are dropping new music.
Look, okay.
Ari's is coming out on Friday. So at the time that this is out, Ari Lennox's album is out. It's called Vacancy. I haven't heard any of the songs off of it. And I kind of want to just listen to it all. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go and see what's out. Like, no, girl. When it comes out, I'm just going to play it. And I have a shoot, so I'm going to be driving to the Bay and from the Bay, so I'm just going to have it on and just be listening to it, so I'm excited.
Perfect. I'm trying to find that song that she did. What was it called? Something like Howling at the Moon or something like that. I swear, it was something funny. Vacancy. Under the Moon. It's called Under the Moon. And it's cool, it's vibey, but it's different. You know what I mean? So I'm also interested. I love you some Ari Lennox. So.
Yes, her voice, she's gorgeous. Sounds great. Can't wait. And then Jill Scott's, hers comes out February 13th. It's called To Whom This May Concern. I've heard both songs, Pressure and Beautiful People. Beautiful People, I really like that song. And I really love the album art. The album cover, it's very of the times, baby. On there it says I'm gonna read it.
Yeah,
because I don't want to misquote it.
It really is. It's very it reminds me of the art that you would see also back in probably the late 90s, art you would see in maybe somebody's house who's very Afrocentric.
Yes.
It's pretty cool. It's giving very Jill Scott. You know what I mean?
Yes, it says, we can save ourselves. Your rules mean nothing. But it's a whole picture of a woman. She looks like she is very, I don't know.
Voluptuous.
Definitely. You wouldn't know. But she has big earrings, big necklace, and it's just very, I don't know, it's very like protest,
Yeah.
revolutionary type messaging. And I don't know, I really like that. So I'm really looking forward to hearing both of those albums. Like I can't, like back to back. Like just as I'm getting into the Ari Lennox, boom, we got Jill Scott. I'm gonna be listening to both. I'm excited because like they said, these are the times when the artists get to work.
Okay. Baby. We're in a renaissance, bro.
We really are in a renaissance.
Like,
we really are.
The arts.
We're gonna try to collapse us, and I feel like we're gonna do what we've been doing.
What we've been doing.
We might have to tap into new ways or old ways or whatever. But baby, we're gonna do what we've been doing.
Hello?
Trust.
Yes. And something to bridge or pick up, whatever, piggyback on that. I also have what I do like is Jill Scott's media run for this album.
Colors.
Oh my gosh, so good. And you know Jill Scott is so expressive.
She is.
And she knows how to tell a story.
She does.
With not only just her words, but her body language and her rhythms. And it's so good. I don't remember what that show was on, but I always see clips from their podcast. But she was on this like super bro podcast. Two black dudes. Oh my gosh. You would totally know it if I showed you, but she was singing her the Pressure song and with no like acapella, and they were like, oh,
getting the full lyrics. Yes. You know Jill Scott don't play.
No, she does not, and you could tell she was having a good time. And then that interview with her and Angie Martinez was so good. Like all the audio clips that are coming out of that, and the looks, the fashion. Jill's been looking good. She always
does though. And her
really
smile
does.
is so big, bright, beautiful, contagious. Like I love her smile is definitely very like weirdly comforting.
It is.
Jill Scott's smile is like, oh girl.
Yes.
Everything's gonna be okay.
And she's my Aries sister.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
So some of the things that she talks about and says, I'm like, girl, yes. She was like, look, once you do me dirty, you will never have access to me. And she was like, and it's not because I don't like you, but it's because I love me.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, preach.
You crossed the line, baby. That righteous anger kicked in.
Hello.
And I was like, you know what? You got a point.
Yes.
The anger is there.
Injected in my veins.
But yeah, her song Beautiful People, I feel like is like is a reminder. We're beautiful, loving, resilient, just kind of, I don't know, ever expanding people. And I just love that. Love the vibe of the song, love the message. It's like one of them songs. Like, oh, this playing in the background and me cleaning my house.
Yes.
On a nice sunny day with the windows open and it's instant lit.
Right. Woo. Hit you with that affirmation. Thank you.
Love it. My next one is Dr. Hadia Nicole Green. She is an American medical physicist and cancer researcher, and she has made history as the first doctor to cure cancer using lasers and nanoparticles. Wow. She's done it in mice, achieving tumor regression without chemotherapy. Now, this is in mice, and she is now, I guess, crowdfunding, trying to get funding so that she can move on to the next step, which I think might be human trials or something like that. I don't know exactly what that is. But she has also founded the Aura Lee Cancer Research Foundation, where if you go to auralee.org, ORALEE.org, you can volunteer, you can donate, you can learn more about the work that she does.
You write that down.
I can send this to you after.
Excuse me.
But yeah, if you're interested in what she's doing, if you want to donate, all the things, because it's really groundbreaking research. We can, not have to do chemo with cancer. It's like, gosh. And I'm sure there are a lot of cures for cancer they don't want us to have. But
for real,
God bless you, Dr. Hadia Nicole Green.
Thank you, girl.
We lift you up, girl. And auralee.org if you want to learn more about that.
I'm like, I literally just wrote it down. Okay. My next thing will be Bad Bunny's new Super Bowl commercial. Oh,
with him dancing with all the people.
Yes.
I love it.
It was so good. I watched it and almost down near teared up. I was like,
same.
Like, if you haven't seen it yet, Bad Bunny, he's like, it starts, he's walking into like it looks like a yard or something like that. with like a sunset kind of color scheme, and he starts dancing, and all of a sudden different people start coming into the frame that he's one-on-one dancing with, and it's all these different people of different ages, different races, different jobs that they look like they're doing different,
people
very
from all
diverse.
walks of life. You know? It's just very.
And then the last scene is like all of them dancing together and having a good time, and the tagline is "The world will dance." Like it says like February 8th or 2nd, 3rd, whatever. It says the date of the Super Bowl, and then it says Bad Bunny, "The world will dance." And I'm like, yes. Thank you.
We will be dancing.
Yes. I'm like, that is just such it's a great message to show right now, especially so many people were hating on Bad Bunny being in the Super Bowl.
He's American. Get over it.
Come on now. And number 2, he was just like sharing that message of no matter what you think or believe, or where you're from or who you are, you can be a part of this experience.
You can just dance to the music, baby. It's just going to be a good time.
We'll be here together.
The halftime show ain't that long. It'll be all right.
Yeah, you don't have to speak English. I mean, you don't have to speak English. You don't have to speak Spanish. You can just come listen to the vibe.
Baby.
Yeah.
Which is what Bad Bunny's music really is it not? That's why he's one of the most streamed artists. Because he's just a good damn time. He just makes good music.
I enjoyed that last album too.
Okay, you just want to dance and be like, okay. So yes, I will be tuned in. Sometimes you change it when the halftime show. But last year and this year,
okay, Kendrick
and I want to.
And now Bad Bunny. Okay.
And that commercial is up there. But did you see his? I think it was Calvin Klein commercial.
Oh, I don't know. You
would definitely know if you saw it.
Okay,
he shook his little booty.
No, I didn't see.
Oh my God, girl!
Shook his little booty.
I watched that. I watched that commercial a couple times. I was like, no, he didn't just shake his booty. And he looked back like, yeah.
You know Bad Bunny. He's like that.
And he was dancing. Oh my God, it was. Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Okay, yeah.
That's a good commercial.
Period.
Bad Bunny knows how to do a commercial.
He does. His team is doing the thing. Shout out to y'all for real.
We love it. My next one is Don Lemon reading Nicki Minaj on social media, bro.
Yeah, what was that, dude?
First of all, who would have thought we'd been here? It's just going to get more and more outlandish and goofy as hell. That's what's really going to happen. It's just going to be more phrases you never thought you would hear.
It's turning into South Park.
Don Lemon and Nicki Minaj are beefing? What is going on? What's happening?
Excuse me? We used to be a proper country now.
Okay. There used to be Nicki Minaj and Don Lemon used to be on CNN.
Yeah.
Nicki Minaj used to not be crazy. Wow. But I like it. He called her a crazy bigot, which is exactly what she's turning into. I don't know what's going on with Nicki. Who got the phone? Or I guess it's not even just the phone because she was on stage with Erica Kurt. Girl,
oh my God,
Nicki is going out so goddamn sad. It's so fucking
really is
damn
sad.
Girl. And it's to the point that when I hear her music now, I gotta switch it. Not, and who knows if that'll always be the case. I don't know. But as of right now, girl.
Here.
So Nicki, Don Lemon. Let's talk about Don Lemon first.
Right.
So Don Lemon was on the ground in Minnesota at a protest that broke out in a church, or not broke out, but protesters showed up to this church because the pastor was working with ICE.
That was
working for ICE.
Yes.
Like a supervisor type thing, like a little higher up in the ICE.
Yep.
And people showed up like, what the heck are you talking about? You're a pastor? You're preaching the ways of Jesus and you're working with ICE? This is not okay. What in the heck? Wow. This is so far from, oh, Lord. So protesters righteously showed up to this church to protest this pastor, quote unquote, that is sowing hate and violence in his own community. What is going on? So Don Lemon's on the ground. He's an independent journalist now, reporting on what's going on, talking to both sides, getting the on the ground story. And, he reported his findings and interviewed the people and posted it to his social media. And Nicki Minaj, I guess, tweeted and was like, called him a cocksucker and said and called him a thug and said, I want this thug in jail or whatever.
Thug? Don Lemon? What?
And then tweeted, like, for whatever reason, a picture of Chucky the doll from Chucky.
She's such a...
I don't know what that has to do with anything. I guess maybe that's how she sees herself. I don't know. But yeah, calling for his arrest. And so he responded, reminding her that she is an illegal immigrant She's aligning herself with these people, and she's an illegal immigrant.
Wow.
And
I actually didn't know that until he said that.
I didn't know that either. But he said, yeah, you're an illegal immigrant. You didn't even come here the right way.
Wow.
Whoa, which is crazy. I hate when people say that because what's the right way? The way takes fucking forever, and it's so complicated that it's like whatever. But if you are going to support Trump, maybe you should have came here the right way. That's where it does count, right? Aren't they going to deport you? Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
They're like,
whatever way they say.
Take your stuff and, you going to go to fucking... I was about to say Auschwitz, but
fuck.
whatever we're calling Hot or whatever the fuck they're calling this crazy shit.
Right. Crocodile something.
Also, he aired out that what I've heard people say. I definitely know her husband is a sex offender, but now they're saying somebody in her family is a pedophile.
Oh, her brother.
Knows? Oh,
yeah, her brother.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, and one part that Don Lemon said is he was like, "You don't support African Americans. You're not African American," which was like,
"Oh, damn, Reed."
And you think about it, you're like, but also she's not. Oops. But yeah,
he read her ass.
I don't know why that tickled me. And he was like, Nicki Minaj, get a life. And he ended his whole response with saying, clock that.
That was so good. That was my favorite part.
Clock that.
Clock that. And hearing him cuss was so funny.
I just absolutely loved it. He told her, she's out of her depth. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. You're talking about stuff that you really don't even understand.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am starting to like Don Lemon. I feel like I didn't know too much about him when he was on CNN, but I do remember towards the end, his little clips would be like, okay, someone on CNN, I'm glad they have him because he's talking some real stuff. And then he ended up getting fired probably exactly for that. And I'm glad that he is still doing the work of the people. Yeah. And what I liked about his reporting at the church is he was pretty impartial, like as impartial as you could be with that situation, because this is like, dude,
like if you're not on this side, then the hell. Talking
to the people of the church, like one of the people he interviewed was like, oh my God, these people just came in here. How would you feel if someone came in your house and started yelling? And he was like, yeah, but this isn't anyone's house. And he was like, yeah, this is God's house. And he was like, yeah, so wouldn't that mean it's like everybody's house? And the dude was kind of, well,
yeah, exactly.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? This is God's house. This is the house of the Lord where everybody should be welcome. Yes?
Jesus will be in here with a whip.
Immigrants?
Flipping tables.
Right. Okay.
So it's only right. Jesus sent those people there.
Exactly.
That's how I feel.
To do his God's work, okay?
So, yes, Don Lemon, thank you for not backing down to Nicki Minaj, which, why would you? You're not
literally. Come on now.
But yeah, Nicki is, girl.
Look, the songs that I do have on my playlist of Nicki's, which I have a good amount, you know what I mean? Because she has bangers.
She do.
I haven't gotten to the point of skipping them yet, more than I would any other time, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I'm not in the mood for Nicki Minaj. True. But any new music? I haven't listened to any new Nicki Minaj in a long time.
The last little song, and maybe it was, there's this song that...
Everybody.
No, it's Drake, but it has Nicki on it. And she's like, rule number 1 to be a boss-ass bitch. And I usually love that song, but it's like, it's Drake on there, and that's already its own kind of like... I like this song. Yeah. You know what I mean? But then she comes on and you're like, all I hear is Nicki Minaj. Don Lemon, when he was addressing, he was like, Nicki Minaj.
Girl.
Nicki Minaj. He like said it like twice, pausing it like, girl.
Please.
Nicki Minaj.
Get your life, girl.
This is who we're talking to right now. So anyway, I just hear that now when I hear the song. Nicki Minaj. Okay. Let me change it. I can't even. It's too much. It's Drake and her. It's too much, man. Listen to nobody now.
No, for real. They're dropping by the day. Okay, something I do like. Speaking of drops, J. Cole's dropping a new album.
Yes, The Fall Off. It's like
The Fall Off.
I want to hear it, but it's also like, damn, this is his last album ever.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
You feel like he's gonna do it?
Because Kendrick said that about Morale, Mr. Morale.
Did he?
He did.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't believe it. I think he's just, Jay-Z said it when he, like,
Okay,
how
he
many
dropped
times
like
has he?
3 last albums.
Literally, I'm like Eminem, like all these like rappers, they say
Like,
it.
you're an
but
artist, don't limit yourself.
Yeah,
Just say, yeah, this is my last one for a while.
exactly.
Because then Frank Ocean do the same thing.
Yep.
Disappear for heck long, put out an album. You know we're going to listen to it when you do.
That's why I'm like, you know what? I don't believe it, but we'll see. If it is, hey, okay, thanks for giving us one last one. But I'm excited. I usually enjoy J. Cole's projects.
Me too.
So, and I feel like, again, kind of similar to how we were talking about Jill Scott, like he also tends to drop like around these types of times.
That's very true.
So I think he's gonna literally. I love that song.
Yeah.
That song makes me cry sometimes.
I know.
When I really am feeling down
That's
on it.
I have a playlist called Inspire.
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of Cleo soul on that motherfucker too. Because you need it. You need it.
But yeah, super excited for Jermaine to drop again on our streams and just listen to some substance. Yes. You know what I mean? Like
something's gonna make me I might tear up.
Right.
At the gym. Oh man.
Yeah. Like let me hear some real art. I want to hear something that feels like art.
That makes me feel seen and understood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So yeah, I do like that.
I do like that. I'm gonna add just a random thing that I like. Letting the tears flow when they need to.
Oh, I like that too.
I've been on a walk, a run, at the gym. Just like I'm not gonna like, but I will like I'm not gonna fight the tears. That's our like first instinct, right?
Yep.
Tears come and you want to look up and
start swallowing hell hard.
Let me think about something else. Let me do something. Let me wash the dishes. It's like no. Sometimes you just gotta sit, let the tears flow.
Be in it.
Take some breaths. Acknowledge your feelings. Write them down if you need to. Exhale them. Say them out loud. Let the moment pass and just honor it. Just honor it because this is heavy shit. We're in heavy times.
We are.
Don't fight how you feel. Don't be another, thing stacked against you. That's what I be trying to tell myself.
Absolutely.
The last thing that I like is San Diego Comic-Con has banned AI-generated quote-unquote art from its 2026 art show.
Period.
Their art show, the exhibit, it's usually like comics, fan-made or independent artist-made comics where you can do like fiction or you can do like a fandom. So say you're like a Captain America fan, you could do your own Captain America comic book and original art. So now it's like only human-made original art will be displayed at this art show.
Period. Love it.
I love that just because AI quote-unquote art, I don't think it's art. But, I won't get on that soapbox right now. But apparently the art show coordinator will be the one who decides whether or not submitted art meets that criteria. So I'm like, they're going to have a human checking if you're human. Not the computer asking you, are you human? It's going to be a human being like, captcha. So I do wonder, is there going to be any like, that's too good, it's AI,
It's too polished.
I've heard stories of like professors saying that checking for AI when, their students are turning in essays can go a certain way where it's like you think it's AI, but really it's not.
Oh.
So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But I do like it because like AI generated, stuff. Art. You calling yourself an artist because you prompted something to do something? No. Let's stop.
Yeah,
let's stop. Let's appreciate art.
Let's do that.
It's not supposed to be perfect. Anyway.
I'm so glad that I'm not in school now with that because like my writing style was always like I've been a list girl. A this, a this, a this, and a that. Or like, feeling like, how AI does that list thing a lot? Or like it'll be like, not this, but that. Like that's kind of the writing structure they use. And the listing, I've always been a lister. So I'm like, oof, thank goodness nobody checking for me.
You would have had to adapt, girl.
I had to adapt. Like,
figure it
out. List. Okay, my last one is, this was one that I came up with recently, just like maybe an hour ago. Tasha and I, like really, like I mentioned before, killed these mocktails.
Yes, girl.
And we had a high five moment. And it was the perfect high five, bro. Like the sound, the placement, the light little like pins and needles you feel in your hand after. Like not too heavy, not too light, just
perfect
right.
high five, and the sound was so crisp.
It was so crisp. It was like, pop. Yeah, exactly. So I had to put on here a perfectly aligned high five.
Yes.
I really, really like that. Yeah, and special shout out to...
Oh, yeah, like a well-timed hug. You
Yes.
know, like, you know how sometimes a hug can be awkward where it's like, you think it's going to be a hug, but they didn't know, so it's like, oh, I guess we're going to hug. You know, that moment, I hate that moment.
Hate that.
But I do love the moment of, like, we both leaned in for the hug at the same time, and we both let go at the same time, and then we both like, ugh. You ever just, and you look at the person like, that was great.
That was great. Look at us.
Coordinated and shit.
Because I cannot stand when I, like, feel my hands leave their back or leave the squeeze, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It depends who you are, though. Like, if it's a loved one, it's like, oh, yeah. Like a grandparent or an auntie or a little cousin, and they just want to hold you longer. I'm like, you know what? You missed me.
Yeah.
I miss you, too.
Let's hug.
I also love the feeling of, like, me and Dell hug sometimes, and especially if you haven't seen each other all day, and it's like that feeling of, like, first you hug, and then you just, like, relax into the hug. I love that feeling.
That's the best feeling.
Love that feeling.
Oh, my gosh.
Missed you.
Yeah. Like,
how was your day?
You just relax here. That's a
Finally, you're here.
But yeah, that was my last one.
And that'll bring us to our thank you. We are thanking Yard Gym, a brand new gym in Sacramento. They are downtown, yes?
Mm-hmm. J Street.
And I just want to say, Yard Gym, they know how to hire some dope people because they hired my girl Tay. So she's going to be a yoga teacher at Yard Gym, and I'm so excited because this one's not heated. Yep. So I'll be able to go and enjoy my friends' not heated yoga class.
Exactly, and it's right next to Soulfire where I already teach. So it's like,
say that.
It's so perfect. And yeah, so thank you, the Yard Gym. Like, you guys are, they're gonna have like, they have a shower there. They're gonna have, after every class, they give you fruit and fruit water.
What?
Girl, yes. And so I'm very excited about that. They open this weekend, the 24th, and I will start teaching class every Sunday starting February 1st at 11 a.m. So come on through, bring a friend, and come get, stretched out.
Come get your ass kicked. No.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Tay she's a great yoga teacher.
Thank you.
Absolutely a great yoga teacher. I was going to say absolutely yoga great.
That's I'll take it. Well, this was good. This was great.
Great show.
Great show. Always is. And it's always, bringing us to a sweet little close.
I know.
So let's wrap this up with a bow, shall we? Mm-hmm. We love staying connected with you guys. We want to keep making sure that we have each other in these moments, in these times, and as we continue on fighting, you know what I mean? Through this righteous moment, this revolutionary Renaissance moment.
It's Renaissance, baby.
Okay? So please keep up with us. We want to keep up with you. You can follow us and find us at howtobereal on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Substack. Mm-hmm. So you can really find us anywhere. You can find our personal pages. I'm at justsay_Tay.
And I am at the Tasha B on Instagram and Substack.
If you want to send us an email, a little listener letter, some advice, anything, an idea, feedback.
Love.
Yes, an idea for the next show maybe.
The Gmail inbox, which is heyhowtobereal@gmail.com.
Exactly. And please always leave us a comment, a rating, a review on all of the things we just mentioned, because that helps us reach more folks like yourself.
It does.
Yeah.
Like, subscribe, share, all the things.
All the things. And remember, we are not therapists. We just have them. So take all of this with just a little grain of salt.
Yeah, take it to your therapist.
Yeah, exactly. These girls said, no. And this week's Random Reel is on Tasha B this week.
Yes. So what I have to offer today is just some information. The more similar our days are, the faster it feels like they pass. So add some novelty, some challenges, some spontaneity to slow things down. Try a new coffee shop, try a new hairstyle, a new outfit, a new tea, a new way to express yourself, a new art medium, a new instrument. Try anything that's new. Talk to a new person. Because that novelty is what breaks up that monotony. Because the monotony just makes the time seem like, ooh, these days all blur together. So yeah, baby, spice it up a little bit.
Spice up
Slow
your
that
life.
time down.
And with that, Stay real.